Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Okay, in this video I'm going to give you a movie challenge, and if you love movies I think you'll find it a fun one. So I'm going to share some information with you and then tell you about the challenge as well, so please stay tuned. In Vancouver, we have the Vancouver International Film Festival Centre. It's a theatre that runs movies throughout the year, but they've just recently had an overhaul. They've revamped their screen, their sound system and their seats, and they're relaunching in August and September with a film festival to sort of showcase all of this. And they've split things into three different parts for this festival. Films that celebrate sound, films that celebrate colour, and films that celebrate spectacle. So what I want to do in this video is I want to share the movies that they're actually going to be showing at this festival, and I must stress I'm not being sponsored by them. I have no association with it. I just think this is fun to share this. And then I want to turn this into a challenge for you as a movie lover as well, so that you can get involved and just imagine yourself as being someone who's been tasked with curating some movies to show in a festival. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'll just tell you about the films that they are going to be showing in their sound section. So what they have coming up is Stop Making Sense from 1984, directed by Jonathan Demme. Absolutely love this movie. The great talking heads involved in this. I love that. David Byrne walking on stage, just superb. Roma from Alfonso Cuarón, 2018. And then also from Alfonso Cuarón, they have Gravity. I certainly remember that amazing Stephen Price soundtrack on that when I saw that in the cinema. Incredible. Next, they have Denis Villeneuve's Arrival from 2016. And then from 2002, a Hungarian film from György Palffy called Huckle, which, as I understand it, is the first Hungarian film to have a Dolby Digital soundtrack. It's a film that's a series of vignettes, most of it dialogue-free, but sound plays an important part. Next, they've got The Silence from 1998, directed by Mohsen Makhmalbaf, the Iranian director. And if any of you have seen Abbas Kiarostami's Close Up, that involved a person impersonating Mohsen Makhmalbaf. Then they also have Darius Marder's Sound of Metal from 2020 with Riz Ahmed, fantastic film about a drummer who loses his hearing. Then from 1993, the excellent Steven Spielberg Jurassic Park. Just remember that sound of the T-Rex thudding into the ground and the water shaking. Incredible stuff. Sunset Boulevard from 1950, Billy Wilder's film about an aging actress struggling to transition from silent cinema to the talkies. And there's Robert Altman's The Player from 1992, with all those whispered conversations going on around a studio executive. And then for some big sound, we've got Amadeus from 1984, directed by Milos Forman, about Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And then from 2022, a recent movie, they have Jordan Peele's Nope, which is certainly a film that is not of planet Earth. And then finally in the sound section, they have Terrence Malick's The Tree of Life from 2011. Okay, so part one of this challenge, sound. Imagine yourself as a curator. You've been asked to provide some movies for a film festival. You cannot show any of the movies that I've just mentioned, but I want you to come up with 5 to 10 movies that you think really represent sound in cinema really well, and that's going to be part one of your challenge. Okay, on to part two, colour. And these are the films that Vancouver International Film Festival Centre is going to be showing. They have, from 2009, Henri-Georges Clouzot's Inferno, about Clouzot's unfinished film. Wings of Desire from 1987, directed by Wim Wenders, that really monochromatic black and white, but also some colour sections as well. Speed Racer from 2008. I happened to watch this just the other night, and I'm going to call this film a masterpiece. I think it's absolutely incredible. From 2010, Tron Legacy, directed by Joseph Kosinski. From 1987, Bernardo Bertolucci's The Last Emperor. From 1985, Mishima, A Life in 4 Chapters, directed by Paul Schrader. That's a film I saw at the National Film Theatre many years ago. From 1947, they have Powell and Pressburger's Black Narcissus. Remember those amazing, colourful backdrops that they have there. From 1996, Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. From 1967, Jacques Demy and the Young Girls of Rochefort. And then from 1993, Krzysztof Kieślowski's Three Colours Blue. From 2001, Jean-Pierre Jeunet's Amélie. And to round things off on the colour side of things, they have from Dario Argento, 1977's Suspiria. Okay, so part 2 of this challenge, and here we go, over to you as a movie fan. You've been asked to curate some movies, to celebrate colour in the movies. What 5 to 10 movies are you going to pick that will celebrate colour? And again, you can't choose any of the movies that I've just mentioned. Okay, so part 3 now, and that's spectacle, so movies that are really spectacular. Okay, so the movies that are going to be showing in the festival are, first one, perhaps not unsurprisingly, is Lawrence of Arabia, 1962, directed by David Lean. Next, we're back with Alfonso Cuarón again, and we get Children of Men from 2006. Then, from 2010, directed by Christopher Nolan, Inception. Then, from 2007, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, There Will Be Blood. From 1982, directed by Ridley Scott, Blade Runner, The Final Cut. And then from 2017, directed by Denis Villeneuve, Blade Runner 2049. From 1999, directed by the Wachowskis, The Matrix. And then, fun one this, from 1974, celebrating its 50th anniversary, directed by Mark Robson, it's Earthquake in Sensurround. And then finally, we're back with that Hungarian director, György Palfi again, for a film, Final Cut, ladies and gentlemen. A film I'm not familiar with, but it involves a compilation of clips from lots of different movies, as I understand it. Okay, so part 3 of this challenge, and again, over to you as a movie fan. You've been asked to curate a movie festival and come up with 5 to 10 movies that celebrate spectacle. What movies are you going to come up with? And again, you cannot mention the movies that I have just told you about. So please, however you want to do this, if you are a movie fan who has a YouTube channel, then by all means make your own video, tag me in it, and let me know your choices. If you don't have a channel, then by all means leave your comments below. And if 5 to 10 movies is too much, then just say 2 movies for each category. So again, we've got sound, colour, and spectacle. And then also just let me know your comments on what you think about this film festival programming and the films that they have involved there. Are there films there that you would really like to see on the big screen again? Like I say, I just saw Speed Racer just the other night, and that film just blew me away. I wasn't really expecting to enjoy that quite as much as I did, and I think that could be quite incredible to see on the big screen. Earthquake as well. I must admit a fondness for that one. Some polystyrene rocks and Richard Roundtree on his motorbike. I think that would be fantastic to see that on the big screen. But yeah, let me know your choices. This is a movie challenge for movie fans. I hope you all get involved and have some fun with this. So please let me know in the comments, tag me in your videos, have fun with this, and let's go.